What's going on, people? Welcome back to another John Sinclair TV. Back again this evening. I've got Sky, a big United fan. Debut settings. Hi to you.
Hello, John. Thanks for having me. Excited to be here with you and talk some football.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see, that Sky's a big United fan. And
Yeah.
not going to hold her to it as well. So we are going to talk about your team, talk about Newcastle and Southgate as well. Before we go on to the show, and if you're new to the channel, like what you watch, make sure you hit that like, subscribe button as well. Super chats are open as well if you like to donate. And if you like to become a member, it's just 99p as well. So let's go for the first comment. It's Alfie Smith. Hi to Alfie. Hope you're well. I think he's an Arsenal fan. I could be wrong on that, but he could be a United fan, one or two. But there you go. Right. We're going to talk about Southgate. He resigned today, and no surprises there. And look, he said that he can't really take this club any further for me. I mean, he's done great. He's got 102. He played 102 games, and he's won 64 games tonight as well. So, what's your take? Are you surprised that he's gone?
I don't think I'm surprised because I feel like that's something that the England team needed. I think I'm just more surprised that he resigned. I was assuming that he might get fired, or like they would let him go. But I think kudos to him for taking the initiative and understanding that maybe to move forward, England needs a different manager. Because I think the thing you have to understand too is, I mean, I wasn't the biggest fan of Southgate, and I'm not from England,
I could tell by your accent.
I think he did get you guys to a level where you could get back into these situations of being in finals and all of that. So that's something you definitely have to thank him for, because he did get you guys up back to those, final settings, right? But he necessarily might not be the one to help you win,
Yeah. I get what you mean. We talk about that in a bit. And Mama Flossie, hi to you, me mod. I hope you're good. And thank you very much for looking after my channel. And hi to Mr. Little as well, big Newcastle fan. And Claire and Noah Red as well. Big up to you, Claire. She is so passionate. Do follow Claire Williams on social media as well. Good evening to you, Claire and Daff. I hope you're both well tonight and having a good evening as well. Yeah, so look, at the end of the day, right? I mean, look, if you look at the record, like I said, Gal's record's been impressive. Thanks to Lorraine Turner. Obviously, she can't make it tonight because she's with Hobby tonight. And Lorraine's okay. 102 games played, 64 wins, 20 draws, 18 defeats. And if you look at the competitions as well, 2 Euro Cup Euros finals, 1 World Cup semi-final, a quarter-final of the World Cup as well, and more major internationals tournament finals as well. So for me, this record doesn't sound bad, but what you have to understand is against the bigger teams, we've only won 5 out of 26 against the big nation sides. Do you know what I mean? That is the thing. Because at the end of the day, the 64 wins are the teams are not that great. But the teams we should be beating, we couldn't beat France. Yeah. We couldn't beat Italy at home. Yeah. Okay. We didn't in the qualifiers. I get that. But where it really mattered, do you think Gareth Southgate just could not get this team over the line? We've got a quality team there.
No, I agree. I think exactly you're right. He does not have the maybe style of play that is conducive to getting the best out of these players, because in my opinion, you guys had the most talented team in the tournament. You had really good players in almost every position. You had solid players coming off of the bench as well. I think you getting to the final isn't surprising, but I think you could have played a lot better in each of the matches that you had. You know what I mean? So yes, I think, again, Gareth Southgate just wasn't the right person to manage these players to get the best out of them. And that's what you have to find to move forward.
Absolutely. We need a big name. We're going to give you the runs of riders in a bit as well. So she's going to take over Gareth Southgate. But, I mean, Alan's gone straight in. Big up to Alan, to the FA hands off already. And we're going to talk about that later on, man. I have my opinion on that as well. I've already done a short video as well. I'm going to post it out later on as well. Big up to AFC always, a big gooner as well. I hope you're well. And big up to Zane. I hope you're well, mate. Best. insane. And best way to compare Southgate is similar to Arteta, a decent manager, but at the highest level, can he get it over the line? And obviously could not get it over the line. That is the thing. It's all about winning trophies. Simple as that. We haven't won for 58 years. It could be 6 minimum by the World Cup. Hopefully I'll be in America for the World Cup. Do it this year. Do you know what I mean? I just registered for the FIFA as well, so I've done that. And even if I don't go to an in-game, if it's like Peru against flipping a Sean Nation, then it's not the World Cup, have I? So I want to mix in. It was the right decision for Gareth Arteta to resign. He's definitely Arteta out, by the way. And I'm Arteta out as well. If I was fan too. Long time, Amy. Love you lots, Amy. Hope you're well. Amy is always a contributor as well. She's amazing as well. Hi to Amy and us. Hi to Sky as well. Big up to Jonathan. Eddie Howe is going nowhere from Jonathan and Kate. I hope that is Jonathan and Kate. And Amy and Mama. And Alan and Mama, I do apologise. And big up to everyone in the chat as well. And Kane should never be in the squad. He is carrying an injury. He is absolutely right, though, Sky. Because I'm not going to say, I'm not going to have a go at Harry Kane, but clearly he did not look match fit at all whatsoever.
Absolutely. And I think, again, with knowing that, here's the thing, I think footballers, I mean, we saw it, unfortunately, with Ronaldo as well, not saying that they're in the same position, but you know when certain players maybe shouldn't have this huge part on the pitch as they used to, right? And not to say that Kane has hit that point, because Kane is one of the best strikers, right, in the world, but it's okay for him to take a step back, and you had the people to do that. There would be no issue with Kane coming off of the bench in a couple of these matches, you know? I think him coming off the bench could have helped him because his body would be a little bit more rested. I think maybe mentally it could have helped him as well, because everyone's talking about this curse that Harry Kane has. And I think maybe taking a little bit of that pressure off of him could have helped him. You know, we don't know. This is just looking back and kind of thinking what ifs. But I think Gareth Southgate did a disservice to the team by trying to keep continually starting Harry Kane and using him for a full 90 minutes instead of utilizing who he had on the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally agree. This is the thing, right? I mean, with Gareth Southgate, he picks his favourites all the time. And that is the problem. Excuse me. If you could keep picking your favourites all the time and you don't produce, then you're going to get in the neck as well. Do you know what I mean? Because listen, Gareth Southgate, in my opinion, is a gentleman, yeah? He's fantastic with the press. He handles the media well. He's so calm. He's so polite. But for me, when it comes to getting it over the line, when it really matters, for me, he just can't get it over the line. It doesn't matter how many games you won. It's winning trophies. I mean, it's all about winning trophies at the end of the day. If you look at the nations, yeah, even Greece has won it before us. Spain, yeah, Germany, Italy, yeah, all these nations have won it before us, yeah. 58 years is a long, long time for a nation such as us to be winning anything, yeah? 2 finals, yeah? Under Southgate, couldn't get it over the line. Quarter-final against France, couldn't get over the line, yeah? And against Croatia, goal up, yeah? Held on, and he just sat back. Simple as that. So, for me, I think we need a manager who's going to come in, right? He's going to play open attacking football. I mean, Gary Abongo today on TalkSport, he was on a one today. Like, oh man, he was right, by the way. Whether you love him or not, then I think he's right. But for me, if you look at the players, like, I mean, Phil Foden, very disappointed. Declan Couscous, very disappointed. Yeah, I'm not gonna. And then you got players like Harry Kane, not good enough, poor. Yeah. Those players, you look at the players on the bench, right? I mean, Ollie Watkins, right? I like him, yeah. He can run off on the back. He can run off the pace well, move off the ball as well. But I'm getting people asking us: has Harry Kane, like Cristiano Ronaldo, is putting England back? Are they basically like holding England back?
I think so, if you're using them incorrectly, just like with Portugal. I think Portugal as well had a very talented team, but the manager did not manage those players correctly. Ronaldo should have been on the bench. I love Portugal. I wanted them to win. I'm a huge Cristiano Ronaldo fan, but he was utilized incorrectly. And as a result, That's what happened with Portugal, and they ended up getting eliminated. I think the same thing again is happening with England. And I could even say the same thing for my club as well with Eric Ten Hag. I just don't think he has a good man management style to get the best out of the players he has. There is nothing, and I think maybe it's because he wants to respect Harry Kane, or I mean, I don't know what the reason could be. It could be because he's a favorite, but if you're managing a club that way, if you're trying to appease the players instead of winning, I think that's a huge issue.
Yeah. That is the problem. You're absolutely right. I mean, you look at the players we've got world-class players there. You've got Harry Kane, top scorer in the Bundesliga, 40 goals, 44 goals, as I speak, yeah. Phil Foden, best player in the Premier League, yeah. You got Cole Palmer, got to touch on Cole in a bit, yeah. I mean, best 29 goals in the Premier League. And they got Jude Bellingham, right? Best player in the La Liga, Champions League winner, yeah. And Gareth just cannot get a hold of these players. He's trying to turn them into attacking players into a defensive unit. It does not work. It doesn't work. And I think, did I carry that one? I did, Alan. Thank you, man. And AFC always, England only won 2 games, and both those wins came in extra time. That just sums it up. We were lucky against Slovakia. We should have been out against Slovakia no matter what, but be very lucky. Big up to Susie, by the way. Suze, hope you're well. I believe it's your first timer. And if you're new to the channel, like what you watch, please hit that subscribe button. Yeah, I've got over 16,000 subs. So I really appreciate that. We've got to help the community as well. And thank you very much indeed. Yeah, Kane. And then you got England, and then you got Amy as well. Amy, you know, she says how it is. England got lucky on those games as well.
Amy. They did.
Against Slovakia.
Warrior!
Big up, Warrior! Big up my guy. Hope you're well. It was a moment. I don't know who you support. So tell us which team you support. And
he's a Chelsea man.
He's a Chelsea. He's a Chelsea lad. No matter what. Don't go over to Chelsea, Spurs, Arsenal, Liverpool, or Torquay United, or even Dover Athletic. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You're always welcome, people. Big up new here. Big up to both of you, especially big up to Sunshine as well. That's one Warrior. And he is a great guy. Spain changed their lineup, kept their players fresh. Exactly. Well, Rodri got hooked. Well, he didn't get hooked half time.
But that's the thing. Like, sorry to interrupt, but that manager was like, if Rodri needs to come off, he's coming off. Like, no questions asked. And that's where I really respect managers who are able to do that with their best players. Rodri is one of their best players, but he had to come off. But the thing is, he trusted the players that he had enough, and he was able to get the best out of them still to be okay, you know?
Yeah, fact. Absolute fact. It doesn't matter if you're a big name or a little name, then the manager just gets paid making tough decisions, yeah? They're not their mates. Simple as that. Simple as that. You don't do it for friendship. You do it because you want to win the game. It's as simple as that. We want winners in this. We want winners. I only want to see winners, yeah? I don't want to see flimsy. I'm sorry. I'll just say it how it is. And hey, that's a flipping good point there. Absolutely right. And Shane Gav doesn't do that. I hope the next manager, whoever that is, change it real quick. I'm glad it's all right. We can get back to reality, our clubs. That's Alan. You know what, Alan? I can't wait neither. I'm off to Japan a week on Friday. I can't wait.
Oh, nice.
10 nights. I am 10 nights. I'm going 2 matches over there in Newcastle, and I'm doing me vlogs as well. I've got a new camera as well.
Wait, so is Newcastle going to play in Japan?
Japan. We're going there.
Oh, wow.
We're going to play Urawa Reds on the, I believe it's going to be on the 30th. I think it's the 30th. Yeah, 30th, and I think you've got one on the 3rd. So I can't wait. So 31st and the 3rd. 31st July, 3rd of August, and second game is Yokohama. So yeah, awesome. Can't wait for that. And England say lined up FE match. Amy, again, you are so spot on. Rodri and Morata was singing in that Gibraltar in Spanish. You know what? I'm not going to say what it is, right? It doesn't sound great at all, mate. So I'm sure FIFA should investigating that as well. Declan was better off the ball than on the ball. I think it's okay. I have to agree with you there. I didn't think it was that great, but I agree with you. Me too, Gil. I don't like you as well. Amy's funny, by the way. I do love Amy. I always says love Amy. She knows I love her. And hey, how are you, John and Sunshine? I hope you are ready. Hope you're good. Big Leicester City fan.
I know he's coming back to the Premier League.
They are. They make some good signings. Steve Cooper, new manager as well, by the way. I hope he keeps you guys up. I think Leicester will be fine this season. but the points deduction is going to be caught out as well. He's a Chelsea. Big up to Warren, the Chelsea fan. Harry Kane was so deep, should have played in CDM. He was so deep. I'm surprised he did. I'm surprised he didn't drown. But at the end of the day, man. I mean, look. I mean, AFC always is so right, so right. Hey guys, make sure we do love the chat. You're both so right. Big up, Suze. Thank you very much for that as well, and I'm glad you agreeing with us as well. Side here, Warrior. And yeah, another final. Southgate Costas and Wasted should have 2 trophies. Suze, you're absolutely right. Against Italy, we should have won that game.
Yeah.
Again, and then we would have got the equalising goal. We should have gone for the foot. It's as simple as that. Let's put it this way, right? If we went for the foot and then we lost in 95th minute goal, then you know what? I'd just say we gave it flipping everything on the day. We tried to get that second goal. They hit us on the counter attack. It's a sucker punch. I could just then just say, look, we gave it everything, even though we lost. We can't say that.
Right.
Can't say that.
And I think that's what hurts the most, you know?
Fact.
It'd be different if your team gave it all, gave it their all. Then you could kind of be like, okay, I get it. But it hurts when you know you could have won.
Facts, man. Facts. Who's the place in Gareth? We're going to talk about it in a bit. Rennie, so could be Alice for that. Daft, we'd like to know if you think, John, that the media puts too much pressure on the England squad. I think they do, because what they do, they knock them up, they build them up and knock them down, but it doesn't go well. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem, Claire. But you can tell Daft as well, right, that people saying go Jude Bellingham, they think he's too big for his boots as well. And a lot of people saying that he's getting arrogant for a young lad. But sometimes on the pitch, you've got to be arrogant. I think he needs to come down a little bit. I think also, right, he needs the right people by him as well to make sure he calms himself down. I'm a massive Jude Bellingham fan. And I just hope that when I first saw him, I thought he's matured, well-mannered, and speaks the right things. But the celebration against Slovakia wasn't on. I thought he was lucky he didn't get banned. But the media, the English media, they do put pressure on the players to do well. They do. And I tell you what, they need to ease off a wee bit. And that's what they're going to need to do. Look at Spain. They don't put pressure on the Spanish players. They didn't expect anything much. You know what I mean? But they still won the final. They still won the tournament. Because you know why? They're the best team in the tournament. And they beat Steve Bruce. Wow. And you're going so jealous. Oh, Amy, I'll think of you when I go to Japan. I'll think of you lots when I go. And Fatu San Celeste, that's a good signing. Permanent deal, I believe. I'm going to see United versus Rangers this Saturday in Scotland. You know what? That's at Rangers, I think. I might be wrong. But you know what? I mean, what happened yesterday against Rosenborg? I seen the tweets. I seen the tweets, right? It was like a meltdown again, man. Meltdown, man.
Here's the thing. And I understand where people are coming from, because it is preseason, right? So like, I'm not expecting us to play like it's mid-season, all right? But I'm expecting to see some improvement. I'm expecting us to see a style of play, a plan, and I didn't see any of that, especially because you're playing younger players. And I think when you have those younger players on the pitch, they want to do whatever they can to stay in that squad, right? So they're going to try to do whatever the manager's telling them to do. But I felt like they didn't know what to do. And the thing is, it's not like some of our top players weren't playing. In the first half, we had in Rashford, Casemiro, Evans, Mount, Wan-Bissaka. We had key players in there, and it looked disjointed. We had, at the halftime break, we had 3 shots and 1 on target. In the match in total, 22 shots. The other team had 22. We only had like 7. Okay. And so again, our goalie's having to take on a lot of work because he's getting so many shots at him. Our goalie was the man of the match for me, Vitek. So it was I'm trying not to let it get me down, but if our preseason continues to go that way, then I think we're in for another very long season. So
I tell you what, though, he's gone under big pressure at Ten Hag this season. Trust me on that. Look, he's signed a new deal, right? If I was a United fan, I'll be happy with that signing. Do you know what I mean? Because Do you think, right, and touch on Ten Hag, do you think the reason they kept him on is because they couldn't find no one else?
Yes, I think that's what my hope is because I was someone who didn't want the manager to stay, but I can also understand that there weren't many options. I mean, we had Thomas Tuchel that they were interviewing. I just don't know if that would have fit. I think they want to get somebody who can stay there long term. And I think if they would have gotten rid of Eric Ten Hag right now, it would have been a temporary solution until the person that they wanted was available. So I think they were just like, let's keep Eric Ten Hag. Let's try to work with him at least maybe for the next year or two until we can get the guy that we want. I'm just really nervous that even the front office that we have now still can't get Eric Ten Hag to manage these players well because our football is just really, really poor.
Yeah. I mean, it's not some of the games. I mean, if I'm honest with you, this is the worst United team I've seen in 20 plus years, and it's not good. That's just my opinion. But for what I've seen, it's the worst United team I've seen for a long time. But I think he needs to start well, Ten Hag, because he's going to be under huge pressure.
Yes, I think if he starts off really poor, I mean, if we start off the season really bad, he could be gone by Christmas. I think
that is the thing. That is the thing. And then Dan Ashworth sort of thing. I'll be honest with you, I don't like him the way he's left Newcastle United. But you're welcome to him. You're welcome to Dan Ashworth. Do you know what I mean? You're welcome to him. There's
have you guys hired anybody else yet? Or
we got Paul Mitchell.
Okay. That's still a good hire, in my opinion.
I think that's amazing. I think that's a brilliant signing. I mean, he comes in, he's got pedigree. He used to be at RB Leipzig. He used to be at Southampton, Tottenham, and Monaco. And he's got pedigree. That guy is absolutely amazing. And let's hope he gets some good signs through the door in the summer. So Argentina as well. Why are they singing that song about France? Disappointed. I agree. I think that is shocking. I think Lionel Scaloni should get the players around and say, right, so shut your mouth, right? Don't ever do that again. Otherwise, you never play for the national team ever again. Yeah.
Did you see that France is suing them?
Say again?
France is putting a lawsuit against Argentina. I don't know if you saw that.
The
Federation? Yeah.
Yeah, I did. That was a cracking game. That. I thought France was going to win it when they got those 2 goals back. But you know what? I mean, you look at Argentina. I'm glad they won it away because of Messi. So I'm glad he won. But you know what? I mean, that just goes to show he's one of the great. He's the best of all time. One of the best of all time. And I agree with Mama as well. Is Rangers your team, Susie? Chatting to Susie. Let's go to some comments. I think Eddie or Potter for England. That's when Rennie. And Sunshine, who's your favourite player of all time? Get those questions coming in, people.
All time? That's really hard. Maybe Ronaldinho.
Class. Good player in his time. You could have had him, but he went to Barcelona back in 2002, 2003, I believe. Well, apparently, PSG didn't want to sell Ronaldo to United. I think he wanted to come to United. The PSG refused to do business with use, said it's on Barca instead. And everyone is laughing at that. I can remember that very well. And that's the question for Ren. Thanks for that, Ren. Looking forward to your vlogs in Japan. Apart from the football, what else are you looking forward to in Japan? I'm going to do some excursions, Claire. I'm going to do like a day trip on a bus trip, just look around the city. I'm going to do nightlife vlogs as well. I'm going to do like restaurant vlogs.
You got to try food. The food.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do food as well. I'm going to record it on here, on the food as well. Try and get a couple of interviews as well with some Japanese while I go to the first game against Uriah Reds. I'm going to the away end, obviously. I'm going to see if I can go and find some Uriah fans, mix in with them as well, party with them for a little bit, and then get some questions from them as well in a black and white shirt, and then I should be doing that. So, yeah, that'd be brilliant. And that Skype, is Rashford still at your club? Yes, he is.
Yes.
At the time being, PSG wants him, by the way. Skype, question for Miss Williams. Who's your favourite current United player?
I didn't have one. I'd have to say Lisandro Martinez.
I like this guy. I love this guy. I think he's a good player. He's a good defender. Really, really, really great defender. He really is. And Francois Ratsuash, I agree. That's exactly what it's all about. I agree, because that is shocking. How on earth you sing a song like that?
It's
disgraceful, man. Disgraceful.
But why though? France had nothing to do with Copa America. Like, it just seemed very unclassy. Like, I don't get it.
Shocking, absolutely shocking. But the thing is, though, right? I mean, we don't accept racism in our country, right? Maybe in America, but they just don't seem to know what it means over there. I mean, someone got sent off for Wolves. Daniel Bodense got sent off for punching someone against Cornwall for racial remarks. Yeah,
but that statement was. Did you see the statement that they made? It made it worse.
I didn't know. I didn't see the statement at all. I'm gonna have to check it out later.
The club statement on what they did to the Wolves player is terrible. They basically doubled down on what the defender said instead of condemning that what he did was wrong, because he's Korean, he's not Chinese. Like, even if it was just a mess.
South Korean, it is a mess. Absolutely shocking. I'll tell you what, that guy who made the racial mess should get banned. And I love Italian football. I hope that guy gets banned. Though I'll find out. For both of you, hi to Spazzle. I hope you're well. Where do you reckon Newcastle Man U will finish exactly as the Premier League at the end of the coming season? For me, we've got to do better than 7th. We must do better than 7th for me. I'd rather win the trophy. I want to win the trophy and miss out on the top 4. Cool, I take that. But everything top four for me, it's got to be a trophy and we've got to be in the top 6. And what about you, Sky?
It's a great question. I don't think we're going to get top 4 either, just based off of what other teams are doing. But I would say probably 6th. We can't do less than 8 because, I mean, we had the worst finish in Premier League history for our club this past season. So if we do worse than that, then I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Sky, we finished above you this last season. We finished 7th. You finished 5th.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. And for a club, that's embarrassing for your club as well. Do you know what I mean? But you know what? You got to do better. We got to do better as well. Do you know what I mean? But it's all about winning trophies at the end.
I think you guys started the season so well last year, and I think the injuries really messed you guys up, because I was loving watching you guys at the beginning of the year. It was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, Eddie's first full season exciting, but we lost Botman. Botman played with an injury. So did 36. That's Sean Longstaff, course of 36. But some of the players, you need to get rid of a few players at the end of the season. We need to get about 5 more in getting the quality as well. Sunshine, who's your best defender except for Maguire? Martinez, of course.
Absolutely.
Answer that one for you. Did the United say their young defender Filial Kambala? Yes, they did. 5-year contract as well. 10 million quid. And you know what it is? So I like this lad. You know what I mean? But you should get a buyback clause as well. Buyback, because I think this guy's really good.
Yeah, I don't know if there is one, but it was shocking. But I'm not upset about it, you know.
Yeah, I think he needs game time as well. And got 207 people watching the show. Thank you very much indeed. That's more on X. If you're watching on X, do come on to YouTube and subscribe to the podcast. Do also follow Sunshine FC as well on social media. I got a bit of feedback. Is that coming from you there?
No.
Oh.
Do I need it?
And I'll turn down a bit. Can you hear us okay?
It's good. Are you still hearing it?
Nah, shouldn't be. I think that's from me. How a minute? 2 seconds. Bosh. There you go. I'll give it another go, you know. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, just go for those comments as well. Do could come in. Are you pleased Ten Hag is staying, or would you have someone else? I think you wanted someone else, didn't you?
I did. I did. I think, De Zerbi, all of that stuff. I think there were options. They weren't long-term options, but I just don't like Erik ten Hag. I don't. And it is what it is, you know.
Wow. Fair enough, right? I mean, if you don't like him, you don't like him. Do you know what I mean? But like I say, if I was a United fan, and then I stand by him, no doubt about it. But Sky, I think he did YouTube videos on Bollywood songs. I can't remember.
Yeah, I did
You
a
did.
long time ago.
You had to tell us your YouTube because I think Mama Floss would do that one later on as well. And if you just tell us where you can find us later on, then Mama Floss will type it in so you can subscribe to your channel. Great answer. Another question then. How do you both think the newly promoted clubs, Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester, will get on? For me, I think Ipswich should be fine. They're spending big money at the minute. They spend 80 million at the minute. Ipswich spent 80 mil.
Wow.
And which is fantastic. Southampton, they're
Who
spending
finished first in the
Leicester.
Okay.
Leicester, Southampton, and then Ipswich. No, Leicester, Ipswich, and Southampton through the playoffs.
Got you.
So I think it's going to be a cracker. And I think out of those three clubs, I think Ipswich should be fine. Southampton and Leicester, I think Leicester will be okay. Southampton would just about escape the drop if they play the right style, if they play that kind of football, and he doesn't change it up. I think Ross will get found out very, very quickly. But the football's fantastic, by the way. Oh, got echo as well.
Still?
Yeah. Hang on. I don't want to come out and then in the game out. Give us a minute. I'll come out.
Well, Oh.
Is that it?
Test.
That's better.
Okay, good.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, so I was going to say, so that's the question. Any questions for Sky? Just fire away. And but on to Eddie Howe. I mean, look, he's been linked to an England job, and it's been reports as well that they want to. I'm not saying they want to talk to him, but he said that he's open to a move to England, and the question's going to be fired at them on Friday. They're going to ask some questions about it on Friday in the press conference, I'm pretty sure. But I just hope he stays. But what do you think? Do you think if an England job comes in for you, would you turn England down?
If I was Eddie Howe?
Yeah. Or
I don't
if
think
you couldn't do it, couldn't you?
No. Not with the talent that's there. I don't think you can, you know? So if he goes, then it's like, what's going to happen to Newcastle?
Exactly. I think we're going to be absolutely I wouldn't say we'd be screwed, but I'm sure Paul Mitchell will find someone to excuse me, replace Eddie Howe. I hope Eddie stays, right? But if they come calling for him, right, I fear the worst. Because how can you turn England? Because the thing is, right, you can look at it two ways. Number one, right, take the Indian job now, right, but let us know ASAP. Secondly, if he turns down England and stays in Newcastle and we start poorly and he gets sacked by Christmas, he might just regret it. He may just regret it.
Right.
But for me, football managers now aren't loyal anymore. They are not loyal. There's not many about, yeah? They take the plunge, yeah? Maybe Eddie might be thinking, you know what? I've been linked to England here. This is a lifetime job, but he loves to train every single day. He gets to the club 6 a.m, right? He might be thinking, you know what? This is 2 chances I miss. What do I want to do? Do you want me to coach Newcastle with all this FFP going on? Or would I be better off managing England where I've got a great chance of winning the World Cup with this group of players?
Yeah. Exactly. And do you think, I guess, what is the timing usually? Is it turn around really quick or does it take a couple of months?
Say that question again.
What is the timeline usually on manager turnaround? So if somebody resigns or they let someone go, when do they hire the next one? Is it really soon or do they take a few months?
Well, it depends. Like, if Eddie does get sacked, right, then, touch whatever he does. If he does, then it takes about a couple of weeks. Or if they got someone lined up very quickly, cool, that is fine. But some clubs takes about 2-3 months. I'll give you an example. Sunderland, right? They sacked Michael Beale, right? I think it's in February time, right? And they didn't get a manager in until a couple of weeks ago. That is how poor that football club is under young owners, yeah? Which is ridiculous, man. But for me, if Eddie's was good at England, we need to get a new manager in very, very quickly because the new season starts in what, 4 weeks' time? Just over 4 weeks' time. We can't go in the new season against Southampton, right, with an interim manager. We just cannot. We need to have someone there. I hope the club has got some contingency plans ahead. Otherwise, we are going to get cooked. And then again, you got very little time to get to know to a new manager. That is the thing, man. So something needs to happen real quick. Otherwise, we are going to be left behind. And not only that, transfers as well. How this guy starting supporting United, and does he regret supporting such a bad team now?
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow, must be a Man City fan or something.
Wow. Macca, man. Bless him. Remember Leicester won the title? Yes, we did. We know you won the title, Lenny. And well done to you. Fairy tales that day. Big up to you. Big up to the Poon, by the way. Another Chelsea fan. And hope you're well. Never give Skype a chance to answer about Ipswich, Leicester, and Southampton. Thank you for that, Spasso. What's your take on those three? Sorry, we were just yeah. So sorry, Spasso, mate. I'm sorry, mate.
No, it's totally fine. Personally, I think these three teams are going to do better than the ones that we had in the Premier League last year. I think Luton Town and Bournemouth and Burnley, they were not good to me. So I think they could provide a little bit more quality. I think Southampton, though, might do worse out of the three. I agree with you on that. I think they could go down again next year. So,
yeah. Let's fingers also onto their Spassel there. I did give her time. And but I do apologize as well, Spaz. So I'm gonna get a yellow card myself for that for ignoring you. And Skype, are you scared of Vardy?
Vardy?
Yeah, are you scared of him? He's 37 now. He's still got it. Big up to Nick Knack, by the way. He's a Liverpool fan, I think. I could be wrong. Why would the FA go for Eddie if Potter's free? Yeah, it's a fair shout. I wouldn't have Potter anyway because Potter.
Oh, no. I don't think that would be an improvement at all.
It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Thing. I mean, I wouldn't say terrible, but it's the media. If you kind of deal with the Chelsea media, right, he can be a bit spiky. That's Potter. Very spiky. How can Real Madrid sign Kylian Mbappe and the Premier League is struggling with FFP? Things has to change. Alan, I see your point. Kylian Mbappe is a free buy. Yeah, he came on the free. Yeah, that is the thing. And he's on 17 million a season as well, which is a lot of money.
I know.
That is the thing. But I see your point, Alan. But FFP, PSR is an absolute joke. I have a feeling Newcastle might fancy changing managers anyway. But for who, Nick Knack? Who's going to come in? That is the thing. I have a feeling Eddie will stay. I hope that's the case. And Alan comes to Madrid, our richest club in the world. Fact. Eddie's too suited for club football, given his work ethic and change up for England. That being said, I think I'd cry for a swap between Howe and Potter. Like, for me, Sparrow, right? If Howe does go, right, for me, it has to be an elite manager. For me, it's going to have to be Mancini. But at the minute, we got Eddie at the minute, and I hope he stays, people. I hope he stays. Eddie's at a good place right now. Would be a tough decision to throw away, and he's still a young manager. He is indeed. But when England comes calling, what can you say? Right. But if the board wants someone new, they'll get compensation. So there's a win-win potentially. That's a knick-knack. Yeah, that's true. Big up to you, Philip. Hope you're good. And he's a Southampton fan. First off, mate, congratulations on getting promoted to the Premier League, and I hope you do well in Premier. I hope you stay up. Did you see Rafa might be the next USA manager? I've always liked Rafa, even if his style isn't entertaining. Wow, Rafa Benitez for the USA. There's news about him. There's also news about Fuente, because he could be leaving Spain. But they need a big name manager, because you've got 2 years to get that team right. Because at the minute, that team isn't right in the minute.
No. We're a disgrace.
Not good, man. But Rafa Benitez, I tell you what, though, if he gets used to those players, they'll watch him. And I tell you what, I think he'd do well for you if you get him. He'll do really well. But who's your choice of USA manager? Because you're a USA fan anyway.
Yeah, I have to do more research on it, honestly. I haven't really given it much thought. I'm just happy Greg's gone. So I'll just have to do my research and see kind of what I'm looking for. But I want somebody. I just want somebody that's like really. This might sound bad, but like really strict in their football tactics. Because our team is just. I feel like they don't know what they're doing, but that could be a result of being under Greg Berhalter. So.
Yeah, that's very true. And the thing is, as well, you need a good manager to get in as well. And they will pay the money. The USA will pay the money because they pay the big bucks as well. But at the end of the day, I think whoever comes in, you've got to get it right. And also as well, some of the stadiums needs to be sorted out as well. I don't know if you saw the Copa America, Argentina against Colombia. I don't know if you saw it, but that stadium crushed. I think that's awful. Some of those Colombian fans, someone could have got killed.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
You know
I think too. It's on the CONMEBOL, right? Because they are the organizers of the tournament. I would be really shocked if the World Cup let that happen. I just don't think that FIFA is that disorganized. I feel like they would have way more security and structure in place. I think CONMEBOL just sucks, and they just didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Fact, absolute fact. We got another 50 minutes to go, by the way, guys. So make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow Sunshine FC. And yeah, you're right, but they got 2 years to get those stadiums up in order. Some of the pitches, even at Atlanta, right? The pitch there. Emma Martinez has come out and said that the pitch is an absolute joke. Someone could have got injured that day as well, which is not good at all. So they need to get that sorted out quickly. Still time. Please sort it out, United States. And in fact, we're the next Mahrez. I don't blame Eddie if you should see Southgate. It's always a dream to manage your country. You know what, Nippon? I kind of agree. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do because they're too powerful, the FA. Too powerful. What about getting someone like Poch or Tuchel? I tell you what, they'd be on the short list, They'd definitely be on the short list. They're both elite managers as well. Both play cracking football as well. Tuchel's Champions League winner, but he's a winner. And Poch only won the Liga title with PSG as well. So 1 trophy in his career. But he loves working with young managers. Interested to pick up the next manager there. So glad you didn't say Klopp. We might have fallen out there. Spazzle, mate. I don't think he'll manage another English club again. I don't think he will. And I don't think he'll manage England either. USA is on the up. Even if it's a 3 steps forward, 2 back, the trajectory is still on the right path. And that is from Nick Knack. You can agree. That's Rafa. He's very strict. He is indeed. Colombia. And thank you. In another 2 years, the Spanish leagues were the best in the world, not the Premier League. That's from Alan. Alan, you know what it is, right? I've always said the Italian league's the best in the world. Yeah. And if you go to Germany, which I'd love to do on my Rash Day vlogs one day, if you go to Germany, the attendance, even the Bundesliga second division, they still pack out the stadium as well. The atmosphere is electric in the Bundesliga. And even in Italy is amazing as well. The difference between the Spanish and the Premier League is overall, the Premier League is probably the highest standard, but the top Spanish teams are super elite. And we talk about Madrid and Barca, by the way. Skype, what do you mean United is struggling with?
That is such a loaded question. I think our biggest struggle, I think, is offensive creativity. I think our front line does not have any good cohesion. We struggle to create for one another. I think our passing is really bad. And then, with Varane leaving, of course, that does leave some. I did not want Varane to leave. And I think now it's trying to find the partner that will work with Lisandro Martinez. And I think De Ligt could potentially be a good partner for him, but it's not just going to be as athletic, in my opinion. But I would just say, honestly, the biggest issue we have is scoring. Our goal difference was negative at the end of the year. Negative.
That's shocking.
The past 3 years, we haven't scored over 60 goals. So we need to figure out how to score.
That is the problem. You need to get goals as well. Josh Zirkzee, I think that guy's going to be fantastic. I do watch Italian football. 11 goals, 4 assists, and at 6'4", and this guy can dribble you to death. That guy is absolutely fantastic. Watching for Bologna, and he is going to be super, super fantastic. That is the thing. As it does for the England team as well. I totally agree. And let's go on to Spazzle. Another question, you both. You given the thoughts on when Newcastle United will finish, how about the newcomers will do so? That's predictions on next 3 to get relegated.
I definitely think Southampton will get relegated.
First,
did Sheffield? Who's left in those bottom? I can't remember. I have to look at the table.
It was Leicester. It was Leicester and Southampton came up. Ipswich came up as well. I think Forest stayed up by the skin of their teeth last season. Forest.
I think. Oh, okay. I think maybe Nottingham Forest could go down. And maybe Brentford.
Yeah. I think Brentford will be fine. They've get away. I can't put a finger on who's going to get relegated this season. I just can't. But I think Forest has done well. Getting Milenkovic from Fiorentina. I tell you what, that's a cracking signing for Forest. Where that came from, I just do not know. We should be over this guy. That guy should be coming to us. Yeah, not going to Forest. But, and we move. Shouldn't USA as host take some of the blame, agreeing to the terms on CONMEBOL? Expensive tickets, bad pitches, bad security. Is that all CONMEBOL's fault? That's a fair question, Maka. But for me, because it's the Copa America, it's the CONMEBOL's responsibility and not the USA's responsibility. Because for me, no matter what, the stadium's got to be right. It's got to be safe for the fans to come in. The pitch has got to be spot on as well. But bad pitches, man. Atlanta is even worse, man.
Yeah.
But this has got to be right for FIFA. The World Cup's got to be so spot on.
The quality between those two organizations is so drastic that I don't think it will be the same. I think CONMEBOL. Also, it's good to know, and I didn't know this till yesterday. United States picked up the Copa America last minute. I think it was supposed to be in Ecuador, but it fell through in Ecuador. So it had to go to the United States quickly. So I'm not saying that's an excuse, but like there was a change in the location. So I feel like they probably just were scrambling and they didn't take care of things that they should have.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what as well? Just sort out America, Canada, and Mexico. Because I want to be there. I mean, how easy is it to buy tickets in America for games and that for the World Cup? Do you think it's going to be difficult? Or do you think, because I registered with FIFA yesterday, to put my name down as well to see if the tickets are available. I'll go to any game. game.
You know I don't think it'll be difficult. I mean, I have gone to, I mean, it's not the same, I think, because more people will go, but whenever I buy preseason tickets, I don't have an issue. So I think it's just making sure you can buy them as soon as they open, you know? I would just hope that when you buy a ticket, it means you can get in. That would be my biggest fear. If the things from Copa America bleed over into the World Cup and you spend a lot of money on a ticket and then you can't get in, I think that's where I would be very upset, you know?
Yeah, man, absolutely. I'll be better off getting it from FIFA then, do you know what I mean? Get it from FIFA. That'd be the best bet. So hopefully I can get a ticket and go to any game I want, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So England would be good. England would be amazing. Good evening to Jobs. Hope you're well, mate, and your family as well. Hi to you, mate. Let's go. Make comments. We've signed up our keen loan players like Flynn and Harwell Bellis. Well done to you. I think that's a good signing, by the way. Southampton spending really well. Sky, we have Callum Wilson for sale.
I'm good.
He scores goals, mind. He scores goals.
He does.
But when he's not injured, when he doesn't get injured, that is the thing. Looks like Walker Peters off to West Ham, but we've signed a Japanese right back to replace him. Very interesting. He plays in the Dutch Eredivisie as well, so apparently looks really good. And as a goalie, it's strong and run faster. But one thing I would say about the Copa America, there wasn't much between the top teams. Would you go to a Copa America game?
Yeah, absolutely. I just didn't, but I would definitely do it.
Definitely. I might do it one day. You never know. Sky, are you doing a YouTube again?
Yes, I have my football channel. It's so funny because I have to like correct myself. I almost said soccer. I did.
Cool stuff. Fair enough. Right, let's go over this comments. Going to wrap the show up this one and have a quick chat with you behind stage as well. Nothing too much to fear for the Euro teams come to the next World Cup. Well, if we get a good draw and we start winning games and attack more, we'll get there.
And it's more teams, right? Isn't it like 48 or it's more teams in the World Cup this next one?
There is, which is good.
Yeah.
It's good. Probably better to go to World Cup games in Mexico, cheaper as well. You know what? I'm going to have a look and see which I'm going to go to. And good evening to Wells can still do a job. Yeah, he can when he's not injured. And thank you very much indeed. Enjoy evening as well. Spazzo, you take care, man. Great questions as well. And good, what am I? Welsh. Bless him. And good for you. And thumbs up as well. And Mama Flossie is saying hi as well. Right, we're going to wrap up the show there because it's been a fantastic show. And let's have a look at this one. It's the World Cup 2016 Euro 2025. Yes, it is. It's taking place in America in 2025. Do you know what? I might be tempted to go to that. I may be tempted. So keep your eyes peeled for that one. Almost impossible not to qualify for the next World Cup unless you're Northern Ireland. Fact. Hi, Tricia. She's a Northern Ireland fan, big United fan as well. Right, I'm going to wrap up the show there, right? Because, I was going to be for an hour. But first off, Sky, debut settings as well. Did you enjoy coming on the show for the first time?
Absolutely. Yeah, no, thank you for having me. I hope that we can get a little bit more time just to talk maybe during the season, kind of see how both of our teams are doing, maybe if Eddie Howe stays or goes, Yeah. But I would love to come back. Thanks for having me. And everyone that's watching, be sure to like and subscribe. Very, very nice gentleman, and I hope to come back soon. Thank you.
Fantastic. So don't go away. I have a quick word with you very quickly. There's Sky's this YouTube channel. Do subscribe. Sunshine SC15. And she's got a fantastic channel there as well. She's highly talented and destined for the very, very top. And great show. Thank you very much, Mr. Little. And just to have another hour, please. I know what I would have loved to do jobs, but you know what? Just haven't got time to eat and always another time. So excited for the season to start. Do you think we can get Champions League next season, John? Claire, if we both do it, Newcastle and United do it, that'd be amazing for me. I think, Claire, you need more players, but I think I'm going to put you down as 5th this season, 5th for you this season. And better than finish it, and that'd be enough for Champions League. So 5th for you. And let's have a look at this one as well. And you, Mama, thanks so much for subbing, mate. Thanks so much indeed, Mama Flossie. Yes. Love you always. Brilliant show. Thank you, Claire. A big United fan. Do go on to Claire Williams. Thank you very much to you, Ren. Thanks for the show as well, Nick Nack, and thanks for the chat as well. Thanks again, guys. Like to like what you watch. Going to wrap up the show. I've got another show coming up soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I think I'm on PD Parallax's channel tomorrow. What we're going to talk about, I don't know. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And make sure you like and subscribe. And whatever you decide to do, guys, enjoy your evening. I'll see you back in the next one.